thank you very much. This is definitely a different team, the Atlanta team that we played today. Many new players, players that are faster on top, so they're look to go forward very quickly. We felt that defensively they were not as strong as they were last year, but they couldn't create problems with the new plays that they have offensively. Then in the second half we saw that they changed and they played with 3 in the back, 3-4-3. So they went for all, and we tried to take advantage. We put in some players, like Jamal, to come inside and be able to exploit the wings. And I felt that the guys were able to get a good win.
And your striker Carlos Mendes did a great job.
As Carlos, when did he score 2 goals in a game in his career? He said first time today, so it was great. And this is a positive sign in regards to the set pieces that we worked yesterday. They were very important today, so I'm glad that Carlos deserved it as the captain, and because the way he works every game and every practice.
Jimmy Nauer in his first game as the #1 goalkeeper, credited with 12 saves, but more importantly, made the several early saves. Talk about, first of all, his overall performance and the 2 saves, because as you know, a team scoring a goal could change the complexion of a match.
He had a great match, Jimmy. And he showed today why he had the trust of the organization. He was able to be critical in 2 opportunities when they were able to break through. Made 2 great saves to keep us with a clear sheet. But we need to do a better job, and we need to continue working, because sometimes they had the chance to be able to break through too easy behind our defenders to find the net, and then Jimmy was big, so we need to work on those things in order for us to be able to be a little bit more compact and not allow teams to be able to break through like that.
Coach, you mentioned that this is a different Silverbacks team that you faced today. I was just curious, did you have advanced scouting reports as to how to put it together for your game plan?
Interesting question, because there was not too much that we could see, because it's a completely new team, and some of the players, it's the first time that they play professional, so they were making their debut today. So, to be honest with you, what we did, the scouting, was looking into Instagram pictures, practices that we could see through Twitter, and then analyze each of the players that they have on the roster and see them individually and where they could fit on the field. And at the end, we got only 1 wrong, which was good.
Who was on Twitter and Instagram duty on your technical staff? Did you handle it yourself?
I had some guys looking into it before, and then I looked at the pictures and got it. So no, I did a lot to find out, but you know that we have some good guys that know how to do the social media.
With Eric Winalda, were there any words after the match with the 2 of you? You're very familiar with each other. What was your impression of his work, his first day as manager, the team that he put together, and did you guys speak after the match at all?
I'd rather not comment on that, because I feel that I want to stick it on the game. For me, I think the most important was to analyze the game and analyze what we did. So, I think that, in regards to the question, I'd rather not make any comments.
Gio, how about one man scoring on his debut, and then also, a lot of times when central defenders score, it's kind of with their head, or the second goal from Carlos looked like a poacher's goal, kind of like what maybe you would score.
It was a great goal, both goals from Carlos. And Carlos, we practiced that corner kick yesterday, and it worked out perfect. We knew that he could break through and free, and at the end he believed in the ball, and we were able to score. So it was great. Carlos, in the box is dangerous, and I think last year we saw that he had a couple opportunities in which he was unlucky. He had a couple of crossbars, posts. And thank God, today those balls were able to get inside the goal.
And Matt's debut?
In Matt's debut, I mean, that's what we brought him in. We brought him in to score goals. He did well. He found the net. He had another chance. But I think that the good part about this team this year is that on difficult moments, also during the game, we were able to find a goal. And I think that gives us the possibility to reorganize and something that we struggled a little bit last year. To look at some of the players that we felt that can improve our team for this year. And one of the areas we felt that was up front. I think that we had great players last season, players that worked very hard for the team, and that's why we were able to win the championship. But we need a little bit more productivity. And Mads, I think, will be able to provide that. He's a player that has great qualities. As we saw today on a cross, he was able to be very powerful to strike it with the head. But he has also some other attributes, and he can run, for 90 minutes and be dangerous. So we have also Hans Dennison, who I think is going to be a very good player for us, who's recuperating, and we have a great base from last year. So definitely I think that we are a much improved team this year, but nevertheless we still have to work in many areas to become stronger.
Thank you, Coach.
Matthew Levine, Big Apple Soccer. Gio, congratulations on the win. And with such a short season for the spring, how important is it to hit the ground running the way that you did?
Yeah, it's very important, and thank you very much. It's very important for us to win every game, or at least to go with that mentality, because every lost point are going to be difficult on a season that is only 9 games. So we cannot drop or afford to drop any, especially at home. So starting with the right foot here at home, besides the fact that it was 4-0, just getting a good win, it was very important for us. And now we have a tough game next week against Edmonton. It's going to be Saturday. We're traveling Thursday. There's not that much time to train. The guys will be tired from today, so we have a challenge in front of us for the next game. But every game is a final. It's even more so this year than it was last year.
Last 2 questions.
What was the significance of having Pele on the field before the game? Did that give the players a little bit of an uplifting?
It's great when you have Pele around, and it's a constant reminder of the history of this club and the quality of the players that we have in the past. He's just a great human being and an unbelievable soccer player, and that's definitely a piece that always motivates our players. But I think our players understand that or have understood that already from the beginning, and they're very committed to the club, and they know that we're building a new future, and the time that he's here is just a great feeling for all of us.